So my grandfather. And so in my own situation, okay, let me take you back. Now let's go to my grandfather again. How do I talk about my grandfather? The situation with my grandfather was that there were circumstances surrounding my birth. Because of that, they took me from when I was very, very young, maybe age of 3, something like that, to my grandfather to protect me. Because there was the opposition from the place where my mother came from, because my father did not actually marry my mom. He snatched my mom and told the husband, if you say a word, I'll kill you. Not with gun, but I'll make sure I kill you. So anyway, so that was why I was rushed to my grandfather. And in my grandfather's place, that was where I really knew what is called darkness. That was deep. In fact, when my grandfather was to die, he said, son, because I used to be the one that carried some voodoos, a lot. This bag is a cultic bag. I was the one who hung it on myself whenever we're going out, and I follow him. Now, on this particular fateful day, he said, son, we're going out. I say, yes, sir. We're going to a meeting. I say, yes, sir. I'm used to that type of meeting. I go to that meeting. We eat all kind of things, all kind of rituals with some of the other, satanic group of people. Now, on that day, he said, we're going out. I said, okay, Dad, let's go. So he said, but before we go, I want to take a little rest. I said, okay. So, and I sat down this way. So he relaxed on his sofa and lay his head on my lap. And as I felt, maybe he just felt relaxed. I was still young, maybe now, around that time, I'll be going to about 5 or so. So he said, okay, we're going. I said, okay, yes, sir. So then I heard him snoring so hard. Then I would wake him and say, hey, Grandpa, we're going out. He said, okay, son. Now, it got to a level that the snoring became so strong that the vibration, everybody around will hear him. And the last one he did was that it was so loud. And I was still opening my mouth looking at him. And then after that, he kept quiet. Everything went down. His hand was no longer moving, and I didn't know nothing. I was so young, and I was scared. I said, we're going somewhere. And I started greeting, Grandpa, we're going out. Then he didn't respond again. And the people start coming from everywhere, and they say, oh, Papa is gone. I said, no, he's sleeping.